in people's eyes, in the swing, tramp and trudge, in the bellow and the uproar, the carriages, motor cars, omnibuses, vans, sandwich men shuffling and swinging, brass bands, barrel organs, in the triumph and the jingle, and the strange high singing of some aeroplane overhead was what she loved, life, London, this moment of June. I've been coming to Liberty for most of my life, first with my aunts who are seamstresses, then to buy fabric to make things for my baby, and now that I am older, to make lovely things for myself. It's my happy place, my little slice of heaven. Hilarity ensued when I tried to camouflage myself with a bolt of the fabric. I didn't do a terribly good job, and then I pretended to work in the fabric section because what a heavenly job that would be. I don't think I did a terribly good job of rolling this fabric back onto the bolt. I found it difficult to decide between these two fabrics. One of them had sparkles on it, and this one just was so charming I can't even tell you. I will show you at the very end which fabric I decided to buy. I had the most wonderful day in London and I have some treasures to show you. Before I do, I just wanted to say a couple of things. First, a huge thank you. Well, it's a double thank you for wishing me well on my recent bit of ill health, and I really appreciate it. It really warmed my heart. And then the other thank you, the double thank you, is for all the lovely feedback and kind words about last week's video. I really loved putting that video together, recent makes and how I'm styling them, and I had wanted to change things up a little bit here and hadn't really found a way to do it. So I'm so pleased that that was well received and you enjoyed it, because there's a lot more of that to come. My day in London was mainly to celebrate my birthday, and I'd been given some birthday money, which was very, very kind. I had two missions on the agenda, and one was to go to Hatchard's, which is the most beautiful shop. It's heaven, and it's the oldest bookseller in London, bookseller since 1797. It's next to Fortnum & Mason on Piccadilly, so you can wander into there and have a wonderful time. But I got some bits, and the most important thing that I wanted was this special Hatchard's edition of only, I think, 2,000 of Mrs. Dalloway. And it was really important that I went on a Wednesday in June, because Mrs. Dalloway is set on a Wednesday in June and she looks into the windows of Hatchard's, and also it's the 100th anniversary of the publication of this book, so it was a really, really special thing to go and buy. And then I got this, the Transformation by Mary Shelley, these little Penguin Archive editions. They're a new release and they're just sort of slim volumes of famous small works, novellas and so on by writers spanning a huge range of time, and I just love all the graphics. There's some by one by Bram Stoker, for instance. There's just about every single writer you can think of, including you know, the classics, philosophy and poetry and all sorts. They're beautifully done. And this one, Mary Shelley Transformation, it's actually got 3 little stories in there, but really pleased to have that. And then a whim, this was in the window, but and I'd heard of it but never read it. It's a Virago modern classic, One Fine Day, Molly Panter Downs, and I read the blurb, which I can't read now because I don't have my glasses, and then read the first page, and me and my friend Anna, who was sharing the birthday treat, both came away with this because we could not leave it behind. And what I really love about Hatchard's, I've already started reading the Mrs. Dalloway, they give you bookmarks for each of the books that you buy, and you get the really lovely little bag in this beautiful racing green with the gold. So mission accomplished. Very, very happy to add these to my bookshelf. My main reason for going up to London town was to visit my favourite place on earth, other than my little cottage by the sea and the beach here at Hastings, Liberty. And it's their 150th birthday this year, so there's all sorts of celebrations. We've got special bags. The sale was still going on, although there wasn't that much fabric to choose from, and I wanted to get myself some fabric. So last year I treated myself to this fabric, which is Poppy and Daisy in this pink colourway, which is really beautiful. This is the style dress that I have sewn a lot and I've tweaked a lot. It's a vintage pattern I found in a charity shop, so really good value. And I made the effort to put all little pin tucks in, and it's got pockets, and I just had the loveliest time in this dress. It's so light and cool and breezy. So with the exhibition, there's this little, turns out it's a poster, so there's this stuff in here. I tried on some perfume and I sprayed it on a card, and I've put it in here, and it just, everything smells absolutely divine. And then I got a little postcard here, and you're supposed to write your fondest memory of Liberty, but I think if I'd written that in the store, I would have cried. So nobody needs public displays of emotion from me. And they've got new packaging here, and I shall show you the fabric that I got. So I'm working on some things sartorially, style-wise. Doing the Swedish deck cleaning has been really helpful, and I will update you soon about that, because it's really given me the opportunity to look very objectively at things, and I feel like it's helped me really click a lot of stuff into place. And sewing and, you know, dressing up is really one of my main hobbies in life, so it's important to me. But one of the things, the decisions that I've made about sewing is to really stick to my colour palette of black, cream, ivory and pinks, and then I can save up and buy lengths of 3-metre lengths of Liberty as and when, and really focus on quality fabric over quantity of fabric. But the prints that I go for can be anything. They don't have to stick to that palette. They just can be the things that are joyful and wonderful. So I got this really beautiful fabric print, and this is called Mrs. Stornoway, I think. And it's just ever so bright and uplifting. And I just want to make another sort of version of this dress, really, because I just love it so much. And I got 3 meters, and it was £20 a metre in the sale, so still pennies, but I think worth it, because this dress and then the best dress that I made out of Honeymoon, my favourite all-time 1930s print, would have loved to have seen that in the exhibition, but it wasn't there, are just magical dresses. When I put them on, I am just absolutely, completely blissfully happy. So that's the whole point, isn't it? So that was my fabric. Those were my treasures from London. I'm gonna have to go back, I think, and revisit the exhibition and also see the patchwork, because I didn't really get to look at it all that much. I didn't really understand that you could actually go and look in it. I thought it was just kind of floating in the atrium, but anyway, so not too shabby to have to go back to Liberty. As ever, my lovelies, thank you so much for sharing this space with me and all of your support and kind words. I really, really cherish each and every one of you. Wherever you are in the world, take very good care of yourself, and I shall see you very soon. Bye.